All right, hello and welcome to this week 1 match of the STL VGC Draft League. We have a red conference matchup here between the Hammerlock Hydro Cannons and the Nimbasa Conductors. It'd be a pretty interesting match. We have Alright, looks like we're just gonna jump right in. We have Kangaskhan and Flapple into the Runerigus and Pikachu. I need to pull up mine. This is just a regular Kangaskhan. No Mega option on him. So looks like Pikachu's gonna go for the fake out into Flapple. We'll see if, and just a fake out trade from Kangaskhan, and Trick Room does go up. Interesting interaction here. We'll see how Clockwork is able to manage under this Trick Room. Looks like he has his Mega Blastoise, Volcarona, Tsareena, and Gallade are the options in the back. Whereas Andro drafted both Mega Staraptor and Mega Eelektross, excuse me. So, Trick Room going up. It's going to flip the speed tiers here. We'll see how our trainers adjust. Means the Runerigus should be the fastest thing on the field right now. Alright. And a Helping Hand Body Press coming out. Not quite doing enough to that Flapple. And a Crunch in response. Also not doing that much. Runerigus, very bulky Pokemon. And an interesting interaction, the Wandering Spirit getting transferred to the Kangaskhan due to the contact. And Pikachu going down to the Grab Apple. So that'll give Clockwork a free switch into... we'll see what he decides to go into. Very interesting setup we have here. All right, we've got Volcarona. Curious to see how this Trick Room works out for him. Kind of middling speeds on both sides, so definitely benefiting the Runerigus. All right, we're just looks like it is a more supportive Volcarona set. Just gonna be Rage Powdering. Unfortunately, the Flapple being part Grass type does not care about the Rage Powder. The Body Press doing a pretty substantial amount of damage into Kangaskhan and returning Wandering Spirit. Just ooh, and the Rock Tomb reveal on Kangaskhan. That is massive damage into Volcarona. That 4 times super effective. Very interesting tech. But also the strange interaction there. Lowering Volcarona's speed under Trick Room. So we'll see how that works out. We're not sure what kind of Volcarona set we have here. We have seen Rage Powder. Looks like Hang's just going to play it safe, go for the Protect. And looks like it's just going to be the double Protect. Stall out a turn of Trick Room. And yep, there's a Fiery Dance coming out. And a Will-O-Wisp reveal from Runerigus. So now we're into the last turn of Trick Room. Andro has stalled this out pretty well. Both of his Pokemon quite low, but all things considered, looks to be making it out of this Trick Room fairly decently. As Volcarona survives on 1 after that sucker punch. Runerigus does connect with the Will-O-Wisp. Will be a little bit of chip and quite a bit of damage mitigation coming out on this Kangaskhan. As Volcarona gets the Fiery Dance off, Flapple will go down from that. And the crunch into Runerigus after the burn is not enough. Also interesting to note that we do see the Kangaskhan is inner focus and not scrappy. Is it definitely an interesting choice for Andro in this matchup with, you know, potential double fake out on Clockwork's side, but also the ghost type in Runerigus would be nice to be able to hit as well. But Staraptor comes in. Not so much of an important Intimidate. The Runerigus is inner focus after stealing that from the Kangaskhan, and the Volcarona doesn't really care about its attack. But the Staraptor most likely will be the Mega option for Andro, as, yep, here we go. We're going to see the Staraptor Mega evolve. As Volcarona, playing it safe, goes for the Protect. As close combat into Volk is going to bank off that Protect, and Runerigus does go down from the crunch, even after the burn. That is enough. We'll bring Clockwork down to his last 2 Pokemon. And with Volcarona on a sliver, we'll see how this works out. Looks like Gallade is actually going to be Clockwork's Mega of choice in this particular game. Clockwork does have the option of Mega Blastoise or Mega Gallade here. We'll see how this goes for the Gallade. Yep, we're going to see the Protect here from Staraptor. I'm going to guess, yep, the Rage Powder is coming out from Volcarona. See who is faster between the Gallade. Okay, the Gallade is faster, but it goes into the Staraptor Protect. That's quite unfortunate. So the Rock Tomb will connect and take the Volcarona down. So now Gallade is in a 2v1. Kangaskhan's is on a timer with the burn, but he should be able to live another 2 turns. Or 3 turns, rather. Before the burn chip takes him down, so. As Andro is going to switch out into Jolteon here and be taken down to his Focus Sash on the Jolteon from that Psycho Cut. And a Rock Tomb, not going to do much damage, but more importantly is going to lower the speed of Gallade here. And yeah, it's not looking great for Gallade. Gallade's going to have to 1v3 at -1 speed. And while Jolteon and Kang are both very low, that is still quite the task ahead of Gallade here. We might be taking our time here, reconsidering, you know, our options, what we want to do in Game 2. This is a best of 3, close team sheet. So we are going to see the Mega Evolution. Electro Web's going to come out, drop the speed even more on Gallade. And a Crunch is going to come out and do a little bit of chip. As the Psycho Cut will finish off the Jolteon here. And Kangaskhan, like I said, one hit away, or 1 turn away from Burn taking it out. I think Clockwork's best option here is if the Staraptor happens to be dual Wing Beat, that can miss. But if it is Brave Bird, I don't see a way out of this for Clockwork, but we'll see what he can come up with. It is Brave Bird. Unfortunately, I do think that's going to mean the end of this game for Clockwork, as Kang does go down to the burn. And now it's just a 1v1. Should just be a simple Brave Bird. Yep, and Gallade goes down, and that will be 1 game up to Andro. So we'll see how both of our players I don't think our players. Okay, we're good. They. All right. Yeah, sorry, a little confusion there from our players. But as we get into this game, I'm curious to see what kind of change-ups. I think that went very well for Andro, so I would imagine that he will probably not be too likely to change things up, but we'll see. I do think the Tsareena would actually be a very good option here to stop the fake out. And, you know, potentially has a triple axle to threaten the Flapple on the lead as well. But we'll see. Perhaps we see the Mega Blastoise this time. Both players have a lot of options here. I am curious to see the onus is on Clockwork losing game 1. Maybe go back to the drawing board, see if we can find something else that might work a little better. And here we go. We are into game number 2. Andro leading 1-0. We are going to see a change up from Andro going into Gardevoir and the Tsareena, like I was calling out. And, ooh, Gardevoir traces the Queenly Majesty. That is very big. The Blastoise could potentially have Fake Out, so that is one option that is no longer on the table right now. So we will see how this goes. The Tsareena could also be Scarf. Like, if it is Scarf, it is threatening a lot of damage into the Flapple right now, being 4 times weak to a potential triple axle. So we will see how this plays out, as looks like we are going to get the Mega coming out from the Blastoise, unsurprisingly. One of my personal favorites, as Gardevoir is the first to move with an Icy Wind. Going to lower the speed, excuse me, of both of these Pokemon. We'll see. It is also Scarf on the Tsareena, and yeah, unfortunately, ooh, that is a big crit. Might not have mattered if we get 3 hits there. I'm pretty sure that that goes down either way, but Blastoise is going to respond with a Shell Smash. will counteract the Icy Wind and give itself a nice little boost to both its offense stats and its speed. I believe it should still be slower than Gardevoir if it is Scarfed, which I believe it would have to be if I'm... So we are going to see Staraptor come out here. We'll see how Clockwork adjusts to this. The Icy Wind threat is very scary here. Gardevoir is still the fastest thing on the field. And even with the Choice Scarf on the Tsareena and the speed boost from Shell Smash on the Blastoise, Gardevoir will still outspeed and threaten to lower both of their speeds again, which means the Staraptor should be able to be moving first here. The Staraptor is going to Mega Evolve. And yep, another Icy Wind coming out from the Gardevoir. Doing a lot of damage to the Tsareena. Like, that's... You know, almost 70% on the Tsareena. Ooh, Andro does double the Tsareena, calling the Protect on Blastoise. We'll see... As we just see a Water Pulse going into the Gardevoir and taking it down. So there is that speed control gone. We'll see how Andro responds. We get Jolteon coming in. Andro down to his last two Pokemon, as Clockwork is going to respond with a Volcarona here. Very precarious spot for Andro, with the Jolteon almost certainly being faster than the Staraptor. It does make things a little awkward here. Ideally, you would be able to take out the Volcarona with a Brave Bird and then just, you know, Thunderbolt the Blastoise down. But unfortunately, Andro can't really do that. The speed tiers are kind of working against him right now. So Volcarona's just going to go for the safe Rage Powder. So no Protects coming out as a fake Tears into Volcarona was definitely very interesting. So that fake Tears was definitely targeted at Andro's own Staraptor, and we do avoid the Flame Body proc as the... Oh my goodness, Staraptor lived that. So yeah, Andro is definitely trying to boost the Staraptor's defense with that fake Tears, but it ended up getting redirected by the Volcarona. So Staraptor living on a sliver, Jolteon proccing its Focus Sash there, hanging on just to... Should get one more turn off here. We'll see. Okay, we are going to see an Electroweb come out, and it's not enough for the Blastoise. Unfortunate. Ooh, we do see the Roost come out, though. If... Ooh, the Water Spout does come out. We'll take down the Jolteon, but is not enough for the Staraptor. The Staraptor's still in a rough spot here. I believe it should still go down. It will definitely go down to a Water Pulse from this range. I don't believe it's gotten a close combat boost. As the Volcarona goes for the Protect, and Staraptor close combats the Blastoise. That is A big turn for Andro. Gets a contrary boost there from the close combat. Very gutsy call on Andro's part there. But unfortunately, with the Gallade in the back, this may be all done and dusted. We'll see how this plays out, but a Rage Powder and a Psycho Cut should clean this game up. We'll see how Andro decides to go about this. We see the Rage Powder redirection coming out, and it is just going to be a Brave Bird into the Volcarona. Staraptor will take a little bit of chip here and gets the Flame Body proc. That is a little unfortunate. We'll see if the Psycho Cut is enough, and it is. We are going to a game 3. Very interesting adaptations by both players. Clockwork actually bringing both of his megas, only obviously choosing to Mega the Blastoise, but the late game Gallade enough to clean up the remaining Pokemon on Andro's side. So now we set up for game 3 as we jump right in to team preview here. And so now the onus is back on Andro. We'll see how he decides to adjust. We saw the Tsareena Blastoise adjustment from Clockwork that seemed to work really well. Put a lot of pressure out, even with the Gardevoir outspeeding with Icy Wind, threatening that speed control. So we will see. We could. I'm hoping to see the Mega Eelektross come out. I think that would be. I would personally love to see that, but we'll see what Andro decides. And Clockwork did win game 2, but you're still wanting to think, what is my opponent going to do? What adjustments can I make? So we'll see if Clockwork decides that game plan was something that he wants to stick with, or if we want to try something new. And here we go into game number 3, our deciding game of this week 1 match. We see Kangaskhan Gardevoir coming out for Andro, and Pikachu and Blastoise coming out for Clockwork, as Gardevoir getting the Torrent this time. Honestly, neither ability really gonna do great for Gardevoir. I'm curious to see what we'll go for here. I could definitely see a trade of fake outs here. Pikachu's fake out will definitely be the faster one in this scenario. So we are going to see a Mega Evolution from the Blastoise. Pikachu just fake out into the Gardevoir. And yep, there is the nice cheeky little fake out trade. you know, everyone just kind of stands here, looks at each other. Goes, all right, good turn. We'll try it again next turn. So we did see in game 1 that game 2, excuse me, the Gardevoir is Choice Scarf. So we'll see what it decides to lock into. Threatening Icy Wind here is quite scary. We are just going to see a Moonblast into the Pikachu, which will take it down to its Focus Sash. And Pikachu goes for the Encore, revealing the Encore, going to lock Kangaskhan into that Fake Out. As Blastoise does set up the Shell Smash, this is a very scary spot to be in now if you are Andro. Kangaskhan is basically, you know, it's not going to be doing much of anything in this situation. All it can do is struggle. Gardevoir is being threatened by a lot of damage coming out from this Water Spout, as we do see the Jolteon switch into the Kangaskhan slot. That will be able to take this Water Spout. The Water Spout does come out, get it. Helping Handed boosted Water Spout is going to take down the Gardevoir, bring that Jolteon down to his Focus Sash. And take the first KO of the match. And the Blastoise is in such a commanding position. You know, being +2 speed right now, it is threatening so much damage just across the board. Kangaskhan does come in. It does provide Fake Out pressure this turn, so we will see. Might just see a passive turn from Clockwork here. Oh, nope, we are going to see a Fake Out into the Pikachu. Probably calling a Protect on the Blastoise, but unfortunately, he's just going to get another Water Spout off, and that is going to be a one-hit KO into the Kangaskhan, and finishing off that Jolteon. Andro down to his last Pokemon here, staring down a +2/+2/+2 Blastoise. We'll see if Staraptor is him, if he can bring this back, but it is going to be a long road for this Staraptor to 1v3 at this point. As the Staraptor is going to Mega. Going to do its everything it can here. As we are just gonna see a Rage Powder come out. And the Water Spout is enough to just take the Staraptor down. And Clockwork will be the winner of this round, or this week 1 match. So big congrats to Clockwork bringing that back. Very, very touch and go. That first game was looking a little rough, but Clockwork was able to find his footing and really bring that back. Very, very well played series on both sides. So yeah, congrats to Clockwork, and that will be it for this set. So thank you so much for watching. Congrats again to Clockwork, and y'all have a wonderful day.